We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at Lumen Field here in the Soto district of Seattle.
Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap
between the Washington Commanders
and the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle.
From way up at the 23. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. First play, and Wilson wants to throw it.
And he's got Ezekiel Elliott.
On the move past the 40.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now it's Wilson.
A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the shotgun, Wilson.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington.
A great play there, with touchdown number 12 on the year.
And the Commanders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
On 1st down, Smith. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Smith. And he's got his man on the out route. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Geno now to throw. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. The 20.
And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Follow up a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They're guarding against the upset.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Short completion, just 4 yards. And 3rd and 8 now.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
And the Commanders are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football, because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
On 2nd down, Elliott.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Play action. Now Wilson. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. He'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw complete to Dotson.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
And, Charles, you look at this defense. They were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half.
And that works well for you if you establish your dominance early in the game against a team that's struggling. But if somehow they fashion some plays together early, knock them back on their heels, that looseness can be used against them. And then they're trying to scramble to make sure they get their game right.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Now Wilson.
Throw right side complete to Dotson. Touchdown, Washington. Jahan Dotson.
A 14-yard touchdown. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Wilson going to throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Looking for the crossing receiver, and he's got him. It's Samuel. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Looked like a pretty smart decision that time to keep the football by the quarterback.
It was, because you saw how the runner got swarmed. So you got to pull the ball from his arms, keep it yourself, and get what you can. And the most underrated player on this play is the running back. Because even if he doesn't have the ball, he has to act like he does in order to attract the defense.
2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5. Throwing now is Geno. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. Touchdown, Seahawks. Kenneth Walker with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point up and through by Myers. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot, because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Here's Wilson. That's Samuel, caught left side. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Commanders take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp. and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now this throw caught left side. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Off of play action, here's Smith.
Looking for Lockett, and he's got him working his way free across the middle. And he's going to have a first down here as they're also into field goal range at the 28.
This is caught. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there. 28 yards.
And the Seahawks get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. And after the touchdown,
here's Myers. Cody, I hate you, bitch.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Already enjoying a two-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
From the 31, Wilson. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Out of the gun, here's Wilson.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll fake it. Now Smith. He hits his target, Lockett.
And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well inside the 25.
Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. Myers' kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
That one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, They spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this.
Touchdown! Terry McLaurin, his third touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year.
And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25. .26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. That's going to be caught by Samuel.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
Smith's throw here into the hands of Harry. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Now Gino on 1st down. He'll find Harry on the right side. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Play action. It's Smith. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Here's Walker.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Ken Walker. That's rushing touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Seahawks are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Over the middle, complete to Samuel.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith.
Throw out wide to Walker.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Geno. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Commanders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
But you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
Shotgun handoff to Gibson.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
And intercepted. Wilson's third of the game.
Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
That is now seven interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
And he's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, a 20-yard touchdown.
And the Seahawks are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third.
Geno's going to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Well, they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. The passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
On first down, Wilson.
Complete, it's Dotson. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL. It is It's on E. From the 29, Wilson going right back to Dodson. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 17-yard line. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Quadre Diggs. And the Seahawks are right back in this football game. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. And my goodness, another interception. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big. But in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Wilson.
Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he's going to have a Commander's first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
Now Wilson on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again here, Wilson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Quadre Diggs.
And the Seahawks are right back in this football game.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
On 2nd down and 4, Smith. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10
at the 43. Throwing now is Geno. Open man is Samuel, complete.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
To throw again on 2nd down. Smith. Catch is made by Harry.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 21.
Out of the gun, Smith. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now they bring a receiver in motion right.
A give for Walker running right.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown.
Kenneth Walker
taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Seahawks have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
Important extra point up and through, and that will make this a 4-point game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he returns this to the 22. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
But this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time.
And that's intercepted yet again. And that could be the backbreaker. Tariq Woolen picks it.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.